How does one understand how the wind worked before windmills existed? Understanding the wind's mechanics and influence before the advent of windmills was a matter deeply rooted in observation, deduction, and the practical wisdom of ancient civilizations. The wind, an invisible force yet a palpable presence, played a crucial role in shaping early human societies long before windmills harnessed its power for mechanical work. Early humans, devoid of sophisticated scientific instruments, relied on keen observation and empirical understanding to interpret the wind's behavior and effects. Their understanding stemmed from centuries of attentive observation, folklore, and practical experiences passed down through generations. Nature, being the primary teacher, offered a myriad of cues and patterns revealing the wind's behavior. Ancient civilizations such as the Egyptians, Mesopotamians, Greeks, and Chinese extensively studied natural phenomena, including wind patterns. They discerned seasonal changes, the directional shifts of winds, and their effects on weather conditions and natural surroundings. Sailors were among the first to intimately understand the wind's dynamics. Navigating the seas, they observed the changing wind directions, using their knowledge to plot courses and undertake voyages across oceans. By analyzing cloud formations, the flight of birds, and the movement of leaves and trees, sailors deduced wind patterns essential for their seafaring adventures. Furthermore, agrarian societies recognized the wind's importance in agricultural practices. Farmers noticed wind's impact on pollination, dispersal of seeds, and erosion. They observed how different wind patterns affected crop growth, prompting them to choose specific planting times and locations based on prevailing wind directions. Ancient cultures also intertwined their understanding of the wind with spiritual beliefs and mythology. Many believed that the wind was controlled by deities or spirits, attributing its changes to divine will. These beliefs often led to rituals or ceremonies aimed at appeasing or invoking favorable winds for various purposes, such as successful harvests or safe journeys. Apart from empirical observations, early scholars attempted to explain the wind's behavior through philosophical and scientific frameworks. Philosophers like Aristotle proposed theories attempting to rationalize the wind's nature. Aristotle believed that winds were caused by the movement of air to fill voids created by the sun's heat, an idea that persisted for centuries. However, it wasn't until the scientific revolution in the 17th century that more systematic studies of wind began to emerge. Pioneering scientists like Galileo Galilei and Evangelista Torricelli contributed significantly to understanding air pressure and its relation to wind movement. Torricelli's invention of the barometer allowed quantification of air pressure, laying the foundation for meteorology. Windmills themselves, although historically documented as far back as ancient Persia and China, gained widespread use in Europe during the Middle Ages. Initially used for grinding grain or pumping water, windmills were a testament to humanity's ability to harness wind power for practical purposes. Their design and engineering were based on centuries of accumulated knowledge about wind behavior and mechanical systems. In essence, the understanding of how the wind worked before windmills existed was a culmination of empirical observations, practical experiences, spiritual beliefs, and philosophical musings. It was a harmonization of ancient wisdom and natural intuition that allowed early civilizations to navigate and thrive in a world influenced by the unseen but profoundly impactful force of the wind. As technology advanced, our comprehension of wind dynamics grew exponentially, leading to sophisticated tools and models that predict weather patterns and harness wind energy for various purposes. Despite these advancements, the foundational understanding of the wind's behavior established by our ancestors remains integral to our ongoing study and utilization of this elemental force.